In this video tutorial, we're going to show how you can take information from AutoCAD Electrical into Autodesk Inventor and create a 3D nail board. We can either place components via Insert Components, and in this instance we're just going to have a 9-way connector, and this is going to be a receptacle only, a female connector. And we can place it down round about here. If we right click over that device, we can edit the component and we can assign manufacturer and part information. In this instance I'm searching for a hearting and maybe a D sub. And that will automatically show components which match that criteria. We can also place components from the catalogue browser, and that's another method if you want to search for a part first and then place a component afterwards. In this example we're just going to place a 15-pin connector, but a plug, a male connector on the left hand side. When we're drawing wires, we can choose what wire type we want to use. And you can draw from connections, showing the little X's. And it automatically cuts back the wire when it connects up to the pin. We can also draw from the component, selecting round a couple of connections. And then we can flip the connections if you wish and continue, maybe even flipping them again into the required pin connections. If we do wires in the wrong wire type, it's not a problem because you can right click over the wire and you can change the wire type to something different. You only have to select one segment and it changes the whole equipotential. We can add wire numbers. And wire numbers are automatically placed. I can change the displacement of those wires numbers, and we can realign all of them up in one horizontal or vertical displacement. I can use multi-core cables, screen cables, tiebacks, twisted paired, twisted markers, but in this example we're just going to use individual wires. Save my drawing, and now we can feed this information into Inventor. I'll just call this harness 2 and we'll save this. Opening up Inventor, I've already placed the connectors and I've also already placed as well a segment to define the path of where I want my wires to be placed. I go down to my harness and I can import the data that I've just taken from electrical. If a component doesn't match, you will get an exclamation mark on here and you can choose from an existing part. Alternatively, you can also insert the part from the electrical catalog browser. So the electrical catalog browser I showed in AutoCAD Electrical is exactly the same catalog browser inside of Inventor. It basically chooses the correct 3D model for you as you're placing it down, which makes it far simpler. We've now brought in the wires, but what I'm going to do is automatically route those wires down the segment. And as you can see, those are my wires being brought in, wrapping round into the connectors. And I want to produce a nail board. I'm just going to fan this down. I don't want to see the individual cores. And likewise at this end. And I can also dimension this information. And we can produce and as you can see, there's our wire run list with the wire numbers and where we're connecting from to, etc. The next stage is I want to place the connector views. So X2, I want a right hand view. And I've obviously chosen the wrong view, so I'm going to edit the view orientation and make that a left hand view instead. And we'll have that as a rendered view. And without hidden lines. On the next one, and we can reposition that where we want it, of course. So the only thing that's, I suppose, missing is a parts list. So we go to parts list, and we only want parts only. However, we don't want a bill of materials for the entire assembly. So we can view just the components in harness 2. And there we have a bill of materials, a wireframe tool list, connector views, a harness with the true length all produced.